New tonight at 11, you are looking live at Miami Beach, parts of which are underwater again. More tidal trouble up and down the South Florida coast. As you can see, streets underwater, homes being threatened, and late afternoon rains not helping. Right now, as the high tide rolls in, we're again seeing a large stretch of the coast dealing with flooding.
This is the third night in a row we've seen this flooding, the result of a supermoon and what are called king tides. Local 10 News reporter Janice Fernandez is live on Miami Beach tonight. Janice.
Well, I'm right along Indian Creek Drive around 31st Street. Just to give you an idea here, we got here around 9 o'clock. This street was completely dry. Cars were driving by with no problem. But take a look here. That water has already reached up to my ankles. This started at around 10:30. Now take a look this way because you can see where the water is starting to overflow onto the street. There are some pumps here. Doesn't seem like those pumps are quite a match for that high tide. Now check this out. This is Northwest 31st Street. If you look over here, you can see where the water is reaching some cars. It is overflowing onto the sidewalk. And as you can imagine, Miami Beach residents are frustrated. Water from the bay already starting to overflow onto Indian Creek Drive. For the second day in a row, South Florida's coastline felt the effects of high tide.
It's horrible, but what can you do?
Full moon king tide flooding is nothing new, but still frustrating for Miami Beach residents, especially considering the rising sea levels.
There are natural cycles. Naturally, the sea level is rising.
The city of Miami Beach is trying to fix that, spending $400 million on new pumps like these to avoid severe flooding. The pumps send the water back out into Biscayne Bay.
Is that the same water you are sampling?
On Tuesday, Dr. Henry Briceño and a team tested the water amid concerns from residents. Over in Fort Lauderdale, water rose up over lawns and streets.
All the trash was floating along our street, all trash cans, everything.
Here are pictures some residents took where you can clearly see the entire backyard of one home covered. Residents here say this is the worst high tide they've seen.
It's the highest it's ever been. We've had a little bit of water in the backyard, but nothing to this extent.
Now back out here live again, you're looking at 31st Street. Now we've seen a lot of residents having to park their cars, take off their shoes to walk to their homes, really having no other choice. Now Indian Creek Drive is closed off. Police are not letting any cars drive through. And just when you thought the high tide was over, not so fast. The National Weather Service says that tomorrow at 11 in the morning, they're expecting another high tide. Reporting live in Miami Beach, Janice Fernandez, Local 10 News.